Hey there, I'm Michael from KodeKloud. Welcome to this lesson from our AWS Cloud Practitioner certification course. In this video, we'll help you build a strong foundation in cloud computing with AWS. So if you want to learn more or go deeper, check out the full course details below, and let's get started.
The last method of working with AWS is by using the AWS SDK. And so what the AWS SDK does is it allows you to interact with AWS through your code. So if you're developing an application that has to work with one of the AWS services, whatever programming your application uses, it can also be used to communicate with AWS. All you have to do is just provide your credentials, install the AWS SDK in that specific language, and you can now basically do whatever you do in the console or the CLI, you could do it through code as well. And there's a variety of use cases. So like if you're working with S3 to store images or files for a web application, every time a user uploads a file to your server can then use the AWS SDK to talk to S3 and upload those files to S3. And so if we go to AWS, amazon.com/developer/tools, this is going to show you all of the documentation for setting up your SDK. And you can see all of the different languages that are supported, but I'm just going to show you JavaScript. That's just what I happen to know. So if I select JavaScript and then select AWS SDK for JavaScript, that's going to take us to the documentation for that specific SDK. And I'm going to select Node.js. Don't worry too much about that. But that's just running JavaScript server side. And so this is going to be the documentation for getting the SDK up and running in your application and all of the instructions. And it's going to be different based off of what programming language you use. But all the documentation is going to be stored in the same location. So once you're developing your application that needs to interact with AWS, you're going to have to install the library for the SDK. And so for JavaScript, the command that you do is npm install. That's going to install third-party libraries. And in this case, you would do @aws-sdk/client- and then the name of the service. So if I want S3, you just replace service with S3. So what I can do now is I can open up my terminal and I can just paste in that command. So this is going to do npm install, and I'm going to install the S3 SDK. So that's going to install it for my application. And keep in mind, the command's going to be different for whatever programming language you're using. If you're using Python, it's probably going to be pip install and then the name of the library. And at that point, we can just use it like any other third-party library in my JavaScript application. So I have a dummy application here, and I'm just going to close out the terminal for now. And the first thing that we have to do is we have to import the necessary objects or methods, whatever, that we need from the AWS SDK by running this first command. So this is importing the S3 client. We're going to create a bucket. So I'm importing the create bucket command and the list bucket command. And we're going to import that from the library that we just installed. And so how do I know what commands or what objects to import? Well, we can just take a look at the AWS SDK documentation for JavaScript. I'm using version 3. And if you go under services and we just look for S3, this is going to have all of the things that we can do with S3 using the SDK. And so these are going to be the S3 client operations. And so I just wanted to, create a bucket. So I just searched for it, and we can see that there's a create bucket command. And at that point, I can just select this. And this is going to give us all of the necessary parameters as well as some example documentation for creating a bucket. And so all we're doing here is I'm going to create an S3 client with this command, with this config right here. I've set the default region to be US East 1. Then I'm going to provide some bucket configs. So here, this is going to be the bucket name, and I'm going to call this kk-sdk1-demo. And then I'm going to specify I want to use a different location from the default one. So I'm going to use US East 2. We generate the necessary command for that using this line right here. And then we send that command using the client.send. So at this point, this line is going to create the bucket. And after that, I'm going to then list out all of the buckets that have been created so that I can then verify that it was successfully completed. So I've got this list command, which is going to run this list bucket command. And I'm going to console log, which is just printing out that output using the console log. So this is going to print out the output, and it will show us all of the S3 buckets that we have. So I'm going to open up the terminal, and I'm going to run a node SDK demo.mjs. So let's see what the output is. And we can see it printed out the output. And under this bucket section, this is going to list out all the buckets. So we've got a previous bucket that I already had. And then we see the bucket that we just created, kk-sdk1-demo. And so this just confirms that we were successfully able to work and interact with AWS and use the API or the SDK to create a bucket within AWS. And that's all it really takes when it comes to working with the SDK. It's just a matter of reading the documentation and figuring out how to actually accomplish that. But once again, just like you can with the console or the CLI, you could do most things with the SDK as well, so you can programmatically interact with AWS.
If you're ready to take your cloud skills to the next level, don't miss our complete AWS Cloud Practitioner certification course on KodeKloud. With hands-on labs, interactive games, and all the guidance you need to ace the exam, you'll be well on your way to certification. So click the link below to join the course today.